Have you ever wondered why you're alone? You're alone because you're too smart. If you're a guy that overthinks, that thinks too much, you're on the right way. Listen to me, you're on the right way. Don't doubt yourself. Because when you think too much, when you think the argument, the situation, when you overthink it, when you analyze it, what happens is you come up with things that others can't come up with. You come up with ideas. These ideas build your buildings, your pillars. These are your fundamentals, your foundations of yourself. Your mind is your personality. You're an overthinker. You're basing your personality unconsciously on your mind. You're a person that thinks too much, that thinks a lot. This is you. This is your personality. You're different than the others. The others don't think as much as you. And don't think it's a wrong thing. Don't think it's weird, it's dangerous, it's unproductive. In fact, this is your superpower. And I will explain you why. Because the great people that were the great inventors, all the great inventions that were made, the great ideas, like the light bulb, the hot water, all of these inventions, discoveries, do you know who made it? Do you know the people that made these discoveries? Who was them? The people just like you. The people that were once overthinkers, that were once thinking too much. What do you think what's going in their era? What do you think? The people around them, what they were doing to these guys, to these very fucking smart guys that made these inventions, discoveries? Were they helping them? Or were they trying to bring them down, to make them feel like weird when they were something stupid, something different, something unnecessary? These people that made the discoveries, these smart people, these overthinkers, how do you think made these discoveries? By not listening to the outside, to the people around them. Because what would have happened if they listened to these people is we would have never discovered these things. So, you need to leverage your mind. How do you do it? Would you ask me? Obviously. You need to stop doubting yourself, because you're on the right way. Once you realize you're different, this is where the game starts. Once you realize you got something different than the others, a different power, you need to learn not to doubt, overthink about this power. Oh, is this helping me or is it riding me? You don't want this. Instead, what you want is learn how to leverage it at your own advantage. Okay, I'm an overthinker. What can I do to use it to my own advantage? I write down ideas. All I do is writing down ideas on the paper, on a chart. You can choose it. All you need to do is writing your ideas. You need to counter it. You know you're an overthinker. You know you think a lot. So what comes by thinking? By thinking, you bring ideas. Much more ideas than the people that think less than you. So, as you come up with more ideas, you write them down. And what happens, you will discover it. If you listen to me, if you pay attention, if you put it on the work, if you try it, if you write down your ideas, you will start to realize you are much smarter than you were, than you believe you are. You are much more than others. In fact, this weirdness, this superpower, because it's a superpower, this quality you have, it's in fact a superpower which only you have and others underestimate. You don't need to prove others of this superpower that it works. Oh,
bro, it works, trust me, it works. I'm not stupid, I'm not crazy.
You don't want this. Who fucking cares about others? All you need to do is prove it to yourself. Pay attention, the real goal is taking back control of your mind. Mastering the control of your mind, your own mind. If you got control over yourself, You don't need the power of the outside anymore. You don't need the acceptance, the approval of other minds, of other people. You don't need it. You're in control of yourself. Who cares? You got everything you need. You got the control over your own life, or over your own perception, over your own mind. If you got this control over yourself, over your own mind, you can basically do anything. All you need is this. All you need is yourself. So why do you worry? Why would you worry about the approval, the acceptance of others? If you really needed, if you really wanted, because you don't need it, but if you really wanted the acceptance of others because you feel lonely, what you need to do, the only thing you would need to do is convert yourself, lower yourself, your state of mind to the level of the people that don't overthink, that don't come up with ideas. You just need to lower your level and you will feel accepted by magic. But once you're so vibrating, so your resonance is so high, you're vibrating so much, your mind is so powerful, people will not understand you as much. The smarter you are and the lonelier you are, the lonelier you get, because people will not understand you. The more you know, and the more people that don't want to know, will result in people not realizing what you know. They will realize less and less and less of what you know. The more you know, let's say, okay, look at this analogy. This is you, and this is the people that don't think. You're an overthinker, okay? This is you, you're an overthinker. You overthink and you write down the ideas. You get smarter, smarter, smarter. These people, okay, they are living, obviously, and they will get to this level. But in this gap, they can't comprehend what you know. So, the smarter you get, the more this gap gets wider and wider and wider. And this is your advantage. You want to leverage this gap, because the greater, the bigger this gap is, and the more power you have over yourself and the others, because the smarter you will get and the more you can achieve out of life. You got so smart by overthinking the patterns, the social skills, the patterns of the social skills, the social system, how you talk to people, how people reflect, how people think, how people talk. You know all the patterns and how they work, and you know how to counter them. And so you know by magic, by having overthought, by being an overthinker, you know how to manipulate people. You know about the manipulation. You know that you got so smart, so you know you can manipulate people to get what you want, what you need. And in fact, it's not a bad thing. The small-minded people will think it's a bad thing, manipulating. They will see you as the villain because you're playing with minds. But the truth is, it's not a bad thing. They will say to you it's a bad power. Listen closely and think about it. Why do you think they will tell you it's a bad power? Because they can't do it. They don't hold this power, but you do. So what they do is, they hate on you. They will say it's bad. So you won't do it because they know it's dangerous. Because they know you're powerful. You're stronger than them. You're more dangerous than them. You're a threat to them. So they don't want you to do it. So think about it. Why would you worry? You need to do it. Because this is your own power. This is your superpower. You don't want to doubt yourself. You don't want to see yourself as weird, as crazy. You want to realize, to come up, to spot your qualities. And this is your own quality. People may have others. They may be better at sports. This is your quality, the mind.